Good.
Normal.
Normal? What does normal mean? Does normal mean tired, excited?
Not good, not bad.
Okay. Just kind of average, not really excited, not really. Okay. What I want you to do before we start today's lesson is I want you to turn to your partner and I want you to ask your partner a question about yesterday. It could be about class. It could be about what they did after school. It could be about what they ate for lunch. I don't care. But I want you to ask your partner one question. And your partner needs to answer. Okay? One question.
After
Good sit anywhere you want.
Don't tell us. Prepare.
I think that
because I think I need to remember before like better distribute expectation and make it
He say that I can
next Thursday.
score.
Thursday?
No, yesterday.
We can divide.
When is he going to correct? Oh, okay.
But I learned.
But you know,
No,
for today.
You find the same.
Leave my home.
Okay. Thank you for talking to your partner about whatever you talked about. The topic for today is this word, creativity, is our topic for today. So before we do any speaking practice, I'm so tired. Before we do any practice, I want you to talk to your partner about the definition of curiosity. Yeah. Sorry, creativity. It should say curiosity. I made a mistake. I'm so sorry. Who was that?
Jocelyn.
Jocelyn, we're in here.
Jocelyn, we missing.
What?
Hello. Hello.
Hi.
Good morning.
Good morning, guys.
What are you?
Okay, so now it's the correct word. The word is curiosity, not creativity. So I want you to talk to your partner about what is the definition of curiosity. What is the definition? Ready? Go.
Curiosity is when you want to know everything.
Definition.
A little bit
want to know
that to mention that.
It's something that you want to know.
Después vimos.
You can use.
Acetone or acetone.
Yeah.
She
knows. Yeah.
We're talking about nails now. Okay, so I think we're ready to go back to curiosity time. Does anyone want to share their definition of curiosity? Anyone?
When you want to know everything.
You want to know everything. Okay, good. Any other definitions? Yeah?
I think that is that something that you want to know, because you have in this time you have a curiosity to how to learn, how to know about that, or how to do that.
Good. Yeah, so it has to do with like wanting to know something, desire to know something. Good. What is that? Good question. Good curiosity. Okay. Here's a definition of curiosity. Can I have someone read this? I already had you do one thing. Teresa, will you read this?
Taking an interest in ongoing experience for its own sake, finding subjects and topics fascinating.
Fascinating. Good. Okay. So that first part, taking an interest in ongoing experiences for its own sake. It means that you want to understand something only because you want to understand it. There's not a specific purpose for understanding. It's not like, I need to understand this grammar because Mr. Mack is giving me a test, right? That's not really curiosity. That's just studying. Curiosity would be, oh, today in reading class, in the book, it was talking about something and I didn't understand. It was talking about history and I don't know that history. I want to know more. That would be curiosity. And finding subjects and topics fascinating. Here's a quote from Walt Disney about curiosity. I want you to read this and talk about it with your partner. What does it mean? What is the meaning of the quote? Okay? So talk to your partner, read it. If you have any questions about vocabulary, you can ask me, or you can use your cell phone. But I want you to read it and talk about it with your partner. Justin, can I have you work with Sos?
Yeah.
Okay, go. Or ask me questions.
About
What is
Okay. What is approach? It's the way you do things. It's like, so like my approach for teaching is the things that I choose to do to teach. But maybe Mrs. Bookwalter has a different approach. She does things a little bit differently. Approach.
Oh, yeah, I understand.
Approach is how you do something. It's like your process. Okay. You talking to your partners? Okay, go.
Well, oh, okay.
Finish. You're finished talking about the whole thing? Okay. Can I have somebody explain to me what they think this means? What is he explaining? What's the idea? Yeah, Santiago?
I'm not sure about that, but I think that is to process to create some story because it's Walt Disney. So
Yeah.
maybe explain what you need to create a new movie or a new history or something.
Awesome. So he's talking about his creating process. So what does he say you need?
You need to keep moving forward, and you need to have curiosity, and you need to maybe have the imagination to create something.
Good. Yeah, imagination, that's an excellent word. You also talked about this moving forward. What does that mean? What does it mean to move forward? Sos?
Just keep going.
Keep going. Yeah, continue. Sometimes it's difficult. Maybe there's a problem or you make a mistake, and he says, that's okay, just keep going. Because if we keep going and we try new things, we'll find something good. Here's another question for your partner. Why do you think curiosity would be important for someone like Walt Disney? Why do you think curiosity is important for that type of job, for that type of person?
Because they need to create new things, new cartoons.
Okay. Talk about it with more detail with your partner. So yes, they need to create things, but why is curiosity important for creating things? Go.
If we have curiosity,
Yeah. Why? Just Okay. I heard a lot of different ideas in your conversation. What are some reasons that you think curiosity is important? Anyone? Yes?
They need to try new things.
Yeah.
And curiosity is the door to do that.
Love that. Yeah, curiosity is the door for doing new things. So if you think about a movie, you don't want to watch the same movie again and again and again. It would be very boring. You need to have new stories, new ideas. Good. More ideas? Why is curiosity important? Okay.
I find that it's something that some people doesn't have,
Okay.
or some people have, and this is a talent because some people can have curiosity in their life. So something people that have curiosity, they create new things. They create something that does not or nobody know about that, and he has to be able to create this something new. I think.
Yeah, no, I really like that. I agree with you. I think for some people it's very easy to be curious. It's very natural for us. Other people we need to practice. We need to practice asking questions, practice thinking differently, because it's not an easy thing. It's not automatic for us. And that's okay, because lots of things you need to practice. Okay, we talked about Walt Disney. What are some other examples of curiosity that you can think of? Other people. Other people, other jobs. Teaching? Yeah. Especially when you teach grammar, you have to be very curious because your students have very good questions. And you think, oh, I don't know the answer. I need to go find the answer to that really good question. Good. What other jobs or people can you think of that need curiosity?
Doctor.
Albert Einstein, that's an excellent one. Yeah.
A doctor, because the patient
Yeah.
know about your
Yeah.
feelings.
Excellent. A doctor, they have to focus and listen to you explain everything, all the problems, and they need to be curious about finding an answer to the problem.
Chef
A chef.
making new meals.
Yeah. Yeah, making new recipes. That's a good one.
Detective.
Huh?
Detective.
A detective? Okay. Other ideas?
Police.
Yeah. You have to think about things in a different way. Anyone else?
Scientist.
A scientist, definitely. Yes.
I think that we can be curious if we don't know how is the way for something. For example, if I see, oh, how he do that,
Uh-huh.
how he do that, I'm curious about
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, you're curious.
Yes.
Yeah, I think that's a great point. Anybody in any situation can be curious. They just need to start asking questions about whatever it is. So this is that idea. What are some different things that people can be curious about? So I gave the example of grammar. I need to be curious about grammar because it's part of my job. But what are some things that you could be curious about? Technology? What specifically about technology?
Computers.
Computers? Yeah. Yes?
Mechanics.
Mechanics?
Car.
Yeah.
I would be curious.
Yeah. I wish I was more curious about cars.
Very good.
There's a problem, you fix it. Okay, what are some other examples of things?
About your culture.
About your culture, yeah. Yeah, when you are studying a different culture, you can be curious, but even with your own culture, there are things, again, because I work with students will ask me questions about my culture, and I think, oh, interesting. I don't know why we do that. So it makes me curious about my own culture. More ideas?
A new job.
A new job?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah? Yeah. What are the expectations? What do you need to do every day? What are the people like that you work with? More ideas. Keep them coming. Align is not curious about anything.
Business.
About what?
The human body.
The human body? Awesome. Yeah. Okay. Monica?
Maybe when you want to buy something,
Yeah.
you start or to search.
Yeah. That's excellent. I look at the reviews and I see what do people think about this, right? It makes you very curious. It makes you lose your confidence because you read too many comments. Yuma, what about you?
Ancient unknown things.
Okay.
Dinosaur.
Dinosaurs. Me too. I love dinosaurs. Jurassic Park is like my favorite movie. I love that movie. Okay, so we can be curious about many different things. We're going to skip this because I don't want to talk about it. I want you to prepare to explain to your partner one thing that you are curious about. So you can use your phone to get a picture or to find vocabulary about that thing. But I want you to prepare to talk to your partner about one thing that you are very interested in. You have a lot of questions about that thing. So maybe for you it's makeup or sports. or animals, or it could be anything that you are very interested in. Okay? So I'm going to give you 1 minute. 1 minute just to think. 1 minute to use your phone to find vocabulary or pictures. No speaking, just thinking and preparing. Not sleeping? Oh, you're meditating. Okay. I trust you. Okay, ready? 1 minute starting now. Just thinking. Just thinking. Okay, you had 1 minute to think. I want you to explain to your partner the thing that you are interested in. Okay? If you need to use pictures or use your phone for vocabulary, that is okay. Are you ready to speak? Yes? Okay, talk to your partner.
For me, it's my phone. Only computer, not
You like something? It's just computers.
like
For me, you have some.
Just what it's specifically about computers. Like how to make computers or...
Basic computers.
What did you choose? Do you try lots of different apps? Yeah. What is your favorite app? Yeah. What did you choose? Skin? Yeah. Okay. That's a good thing to be curious about.
Yeah, pero es que como saludable.
No, in front it's profession to don't have
Okay, so you have some time to talk to your partner about your interests and things that you are curious about. I want to hear, what are some things that your partners talked about? You don't have to say what you said. You get to say what your partner said. What did your partner say?
Cell phone.
Cell phones. Specifically, she's interested in different apps. Okay, what else?
Your future.
Her future, right. She's very curious about her own future. What else? Say it again. New toys?
Yeah.
New toys? Okay.
Toys.
Toys or choice?
Oh, toys.
Yeah.
She would like to learn more. She have curiosity.
She is curious.
She is curious. For monkfish.
Monkfish. That's very specific. Interesting. Okay, what else?
Monkeys?
You guys know what a monkfish is?
No. It's ugly.
Can you show? So can you show them? Or yeah, it's a weird looking fish. Okay. What are some other things your partner talked about?
Oil temple.
The temple?
Oil
She
temple.
eats.
Boil?
Build?
Build.
Oh, okay, build a temple.
Build the temple.
Yes. Okay. So like architecture. Awesome. What are some other things? Yes.
New president in my country.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Politics. Yeah. Yeah. No, it's just automatically no. So this is a good point. The second one, are you always interested in the same things that your partner is interested in?
Yeah, I can.
You can? You're just, I can be interested in anything.
Yeah.
That is an awesome talent. Yeah?
No, that.
So maybe not the fish, but everything else. Okay. Is that true for everybody else? Is it easy for you to be interested in the same thing that your partner is interested in?
Sometimes.
Sometimes. And sometimes you're like, oh, politics? And sometimes you're like, oh, right now, yes, I'm interested in politics. In this moment, okay. So, no, we're going to skip that last question. We're going to do some practice. Today we are in a different classroom, right? This is not where we normally have class. So I want you to stand up, and I want you to move in the classroom, and I want you to practice curiosity about this classroom. It's a weird classroom. What's different about this classroom? What questions do you have about this classroom? Okay, so I want you to stand up. You can move around. But I want you to be curious about this classroom.
The microphone.
Is that microphone?
Microphone.
Very big glasses. You work? I'm curious about that hole. Oh, watching us.
There's a whole thing.
Like,
Oh,
hi.
You can move around. I'll help you wake up.
Yeah, but maybe other fish camera.
Mirror.
Yeah.
One microphone.
I can move so you guys can move around.
Color here.
Did this have another life?
Huh? That's a good question. Uh-huh.
I just thought it because. So it's not working. Oh wow.
Okay, if you feel like you are done looking at the room, you can sit down. If you want to look at anything else, you can do that now. Okay, so let's talk about it. What's different or interesting about this room? What questions do you have?
The microphone.
Microphones. So when you first came into the classroom, I heard many of you say, what are those? They're microphones. Okay? What else did you see in this room? The mirror. Yeah, that's very different. I have to look at myself when I'm teaching. It's very uncomfortable. That's why I stand over here, so I don't look at myself. Why do you think there's a mirror in this classroom?
Someone behind the mirror.
Yeah. So on the other side, it's not a mirror. You can see in. It's a window. So it's a mirror on this side and a window on this side. Do you think that there's anyone in there now?
No.
I hope no.
Because you were fixing your makeup in the mirror? Yeah. No, there is no one in that room.
Okay.
Now, that room is where we have, the computers that we bring to the classrooms, the Chromebooks? That is the storage space for the Chromebooks. But before, bless you. Okay. Before, that is the purpose of that room. People would sit in that room and watch the classes. But not now. Good. What else is different about this room? The cameras. So we have 2 cameras in this room.
2 doors.
2 doors. Our classroom only has 1 door. Jocelyn was checking the lights because we have some lights in here that don't work. I don't know. We need to fix them. But they don't work right now.
You have headphones? Headphones?
Oh, the speakers?
Oh, speakers.
Yeah. We do have the speakers in our classroom too.
This for
Yes. Yeah, this is different. In our classroom, we only have this on the wall. This is kind of nice. I like it.
Speaker is the same.
Anything else? No? So if you remember yesterday, I explained that we are recording the class today. I'm recording it for me so that I can watch my teaching and see how I can be better, because I want to be a better teacher. So if I watch myself, then it makes me ask questions. Why did you do that? Why did you say that? Why were those students on their cell phones? Right? It makes me ask questions so that I can be better in the future. Awesome. So this is an example of how we can practice curiosity. When you are in a new place, or if you are talking to a new person, or if you are studying a new topic, you can ask questions. You can look at the information that you have and make inferences. Have you talked about inferences with Mrs. Bookwalter?
Yes.
In reading class, inferences? Maybe?
Yes.
Some of you say yes, some of you look at me very confused. I have 3 vocabulary words for you for the practice for today. The first one is uninterested. You know the word interested. What does un mean? The opposite. So uninterested means not interested. Not interested. Curious? To want to know something. Nosy. Nosy. Does anyone know this word? No. Look at the connection between these words. So uninterested means I'm not interested. Curious means I am interested. So nosy means, too interested. Right? I am very curious, but it's not good for me to be curious about this thing.
Toxic.
Huh? Toxic. So nosy is the adjective we use to describe someone who asks too many questions that make us feel uncomfortable. Right? So if someone comes and says, like, what's your boyfriend's name? Where's he from? How old is he? How tall is he? Right? You're like, oh, okay, no, stop. Right? It makes us uncomfortable. That is nosy. Nosy. Like nose? It means that you are using your nose and you're getting very close to someone. Your nose is in their world, in their business. Right? Nosy. We have the expression to stick your nose into someone's business. Yeah? So here's our 3 vocabulary words for today. We're going to do some practice with these cards. On the card is a situation, and there are 3 different things that someone can say in the situation. So I want you to read this conversation with your partner, and I want you to decide who is uninterested, who is curious, and who is nosy in the situation. Do you understand? Mm-hmm. So there are 1, 2, 3 examples. And then for number 4, I give you the first part of the conversation, but you need to make answers. An answer that is uninterested, an answer that is curious, and an answer that is nosy. Do you understand? Any questions? No. Okay. I want you 3 to work together. And you 3 to work together. You 3 to work together. 3 and 2. Okay, so start with conversation 1. And remember, you're talking about uninterested, curious, and nosy.
But I think I read my friends when I was giving my presentation.
Monica?
Well, better like next time. So what did you do? Did the word class see you under what color is it? Noisy. Because you don't need to know what color
Nosy. Noisy is to make a lot of sound. Nosy.
Come into soccer practice. Do that.
This is
Yeah, these are scrunchies that you use to walk. Do you know what that means?
You're just curious.
So bet is like, specifically, bet means like when you go to Las Vegas and you gamble, right? So you say, I think I will win, so I will pay $10. If I win, I get $100. Right? But in this sentence, bet means to guess. So I guess it costs a lot of money.
Yeah, it's not too bad.
So each one, you have 3 different answers. One answer is uninterested, one is curious, and one is nosy. Yeah, so there are 3 answers for each card. Yes, I want you to write a nosy, uninterested, and curious. Oh, so for each card, you have 3 answers. You have 3 choices for yes for each card. Just on the last one. So each card has 3 different answers. Yeah. So for this one, you need to write 3 different answers. Questions? Are you writing these then? You need to write 1 curious, 1 uninterested, and 1
Okay.
nosy.
In interest. Yeah, just curious. Like, what is your score? Oh, for every.
For each. There are 3 answers for each card.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, first one in interest. Yeah. In interest.
How's it going? Is it easy or difficult to write these? Easy?
Oh, but I don't like this. Yeah, don't care. Okay, we have curious. Uninterest. How was the best? Yeah, curious first. What is your score?
How many physical deforms or how many?
Okay.
Okay. Okay, nice. Okay, nice.
How much you pay for that? That is noise.
Took in the past? How did you feel when you took the test? Bless you.
Thank you. What's the test paper? TA? Some inspiration. Oh, wow. Fantastic. Okay. How much? But she passed
Okay, I'm going to give you 30 more seconds. Is that enough time? 30 seconds? Okay. 30 seconds to finish. And stop. Okay. You are going to share your conversation 4 answers with another group. So you're going to stand up and you're going to go tell the group your answers. And the group is going to say this answer is nosy, this answer is uninterested, this answer is curious. And I want you to see if you did this assignment correctly. Okay? So, Elaine, I want your group to come over here and work with these two. I want your group to work with these two. These three. And I will work with you three. So, what were your answers for this one?
I got the score I need on the top. So, what is your score?
Okay.
Okay, it's nice.
I got the score.
How much you pay for that?
So, the situation is I got the score I needed on the TOEFL.
How much you pay for that? You need to say what it is.
Wow.
No, you can.
Anyway,
Talk about this later.
we can talk about it.
That sounds like it is uninterested.
This
Yeah.
is
Yeah.
curious.
But not
This is-
now in order because it's
What's the second one?
what is it?
Very good.
What does it say?
How many
The
questions?
first is, the second is, what is your score? And number three
Okay.
is,
That one sounds curious.
score and how many
Yeah.
percent do you
Those are good questions.
Noisy.
And what says nosy?
Anything more than that.
Yeah.
When was your exam?
Is that nosy to ask when your exam was? Is that an uncomfortable question?
Yeah. Good for you.
Does that make you uncomfortable to know when someone took the test? Yeah. Okay.
What was supposed to forward the
Yeah.
key?
Do you have any questions you want?
There's noise in the last ones.
No? Okay. How'd it go? Yeah? Was it easy to identify?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay. Nice job. You can sit down. Good work, everyone. Okay, for the next activity, we're going to watch a video example of someone who is curious. So, this is a video about an explorer. An explorer is someone who travels in search of geographical or scientific information. So we're going to watch this video about the person, and then I want you to talk about it with a partner. You ready? No? Why does someone always say no to me? It's very quiet. And now it's going to be too loud because it's always too loud.
I used to lie under a blue whale skeleton in the National Museum in Sri Lanka and try to figure out what this creature was and what it would look like with its clothes on. And I was completely and utterly inspired by the fact that there was so much out there that we had no idea about.
My first memory is being 3 years old and walking into the house with some kind of bug and its leg was hurt. And, walked into the house like, Mommy, help! Its leg is hurt. And she screamed and told me to get the bug out of the house. But for me, it was always about animals.
When I was a kid, I would go fishing in the pond at the bottom of our road every day, and I became one of those people who really roots for the underdog, for the little brown fish that nobody knows about, and so I'm a conservation biologist now.
I think that we each have an explorer in us. Doesn't mean going to the highest mountain or the deepest part of the sea, that's part of it. But for me, it's all about curiosity. Having an inquiring mind and exploring that.
I think we're all born with that. I think humans innately are curious. They want to know what's behind that door, what's under the covers, wherever they are, they want to know about their surroundings.
To be an explorer means to go out with the intentions of answering a deep question and figuring it out. We're all searching for something.
Being an explorer is about being curious, but then also letting that curiosity drive specific questions. Exploration is about curiosity with a purpose.
I don't think you have to always start with the idea of, well, I need to save the world, and what's the most important way to do that? Find something that you are interested in yourself. I think it's more important to embrace your own curiosity and see where that leads you.
Taking those first steps is probably the most difficult challenge anybody will make. It's hard to leave the safety and security of the shore.
To me, getting outside of your comfort zone is transformative because you see that you can have similar dreams as someone who may not even look like you, or you can't even communicate, but in fact you care about the same things, you experience the same things, you have the same dreams, desires, concerns, triumphs, heartbreaks, and to me exploration is really the only way to truly understand that.
All that you need is to fall in love with the problem, is to be truly dedicated and committed to something, a change you want to see, and realizing, most importantly, that you have the power to do it.
Leap and the net will appear. And when you follow your heart, you're able to find the pieces that put you to where you want to go.
And turning the light back on. 3, 2, 1. Oh no. Okay. So with a partner, I want you to talk about this. In the video, they showed a lot of scientists, biologists that study the natural world. I want you to talk about, is there anything in the natural world you are curious about? And how can you be an explorer when you learn about what interests you? Okay? For this activity, I want you to stand up and talk to a new partner. New partners. New partners. New partners. Not someone sitting next to you. It has to be someone from a different part of the room. Sorry. Why needs a partner?
What?
Yes.
I am curious.
Because we don't know.
Or are you curious?
Just curious? The pronunciation? What was the question? You are curious. Or are you curious?
I'm curious.
Yes. I am curious. About.
Because when you sound really excited that you want to know about this, it's actually what these things do when you can learn about them. I know about this, you explain what happened, what thing
And I want to do some more
No, I can't.
work? I am curious about your answers. Notice that the preposition is about with curious. I'm curious about. Okay? So I'm curious. Did anyone say that they are curious about the ocean? Anyone curious about the ocean? Okay. What about volcanoes? What about canyons or mountains or animals? Or Roxani, did you say animals?
Yes.
You don't like animals.
No, I don't like animals.
You don't like them, but you're curious about them?
Yeah.
Oh, interesting. Okay, good work. So, I want you this week, when you are in class, when you are talking to someone new, when you are participating in anything, I want you to think about how can you be curious in that situation. What questions can you ask in that situation? Do you remember what our topic is for practice this week in the textbook? What's the topic for practice? Do you remember? What did we practice yesterday? You forgot. We forget so fast. Does anyone remember? I'll give you a clue. Waffles and pancakes.
Oh.
Okay, what was waffles and pancakes? What was that? What's the best breakfast? Why were we talking about the best breakfast? What were we practicing? To convince somebody, to give our opinions, and to give support for our opinions, reasons for our opinions. Good, so that's one thing, opinions and reasons. What was the other thing we practiced yesterday? Structures. Okay, well, what did we talk about with structures? Natural structures and man-made structures. We were talking about places that you want to visit and why you want to visit them. So our topic is travel, but we're talking about how to talk about our opinions with travel. So for the last activity in class today, we're doing opinion practice. This is how we will do the practice. I want you to think about one place in the world that you want to visit. We did this practice a little yesterday. But I want you to think of a specific place, anywhere in the world. Or maybe it's a specific activity you want to do, like I want to swim with a whale, or I want to swim with sharks. Yeah. That's very brave. Okay, so I want you to think of a specific activity you want to do or a specific place you want to visit. You're going to think of reasons and examples for why you want to do that. You're supporting your opinion. And then you're going to share with a partner. The partner is going to practice being curious, and they're going to ask questions. So if Miss Jackson says that she wants to go on a safari in Africa, that's something I really want to do, then you could ask me, why do you want to do that? I want to go because my grandparents went on a trip to Africa and they loved it and they talked about it all the time, right? So that's why I want to go. Or you could ask me, well, what part of Africa do you want to go to? And I could say, I want to go to Kenya, right? Do you understand?
Yes.
So you are preparing your opinion, and your partner is going to ask curious, not nosy, questions. Okay? So I'm going to give you 2 minutes to prepare. You can use your phone for pictures, for vocabulary. But you have 2 minutes to think and prepare your answer. In English. Always in English. We're preparing. Okay, do you feel ready? Okay, I want everyone over here to line. This group over here, I want you to stand up and I want you to make a line here. And then I will give you a partner. So make a line, make a line. It's such a dumb joke. I'm really sorry. It's not really that funny. Okay, come here. Come stand a little bit more this way. Make more room. Okay, Clara, will you come work up here with Julissa? Yuma, will you work with Paloma? Monica with... Oh my gosh, I almost called you your brother's name. With Aldo, come here. Sos, will you work with Rixania? Anna with Clara? Harumi with Santiago? And Jocelyn with Aline. Okay? Ready? Yes. Come on up. Okay. If you are in this line with Clara, if you're in this line, I want you to speak first, okay? This line.
Okay.
Ready? Go.
No, 2 or 3 years ago.
Remember to ask questions. Ask questions. And stop. Stop. Okay. Now it is the turn for the other team. Remember to ask questions. Go.
So why you want to go there?